And then you enter into the African adventure area. And at the very end of the African adventure area, we have the penguin pavilion, the giraffe, and the lion. And the conservation pavilion will be at the very southern area. That leads us into the concept of the plan. And to give you some orientation for this area, we have the penguin exhibit and the giraffe yard. And what we're going to do is tie into the existing walkway from the penguin area. Where we're starting is called the Compass Rose Plaza. We gave that name because there's a compass that's going to be embedded in the stamped concrete. This is to give people an idea of where they are, give them an education about north, south, east, west, and to continue the theme of the African experience. Entering into the area over here, you'll see there's a rustic restroom facility. It is restrooms for the people that are going to be in that area. It will have a facade that is a cedar plank, and it will have a synthetic faux roof to look like palm leaves. To the left of that is the actual main entrance into the conservation pavilion. And what we designed this as is a suspension bridge themed walkway. And we did that with stamped concrete, showing it as plank boards, and the handrails to look as the mesh sides of the suspension bridge. Entering towards the rear of the guest area, there will be a little plaza area where people could park their strollers, and then they will be able to enter into the actual seating area for the guests. What they'll see as they're entering into this area is the shade structures and a sound booth, and there will be seating there. There's approximately 500 seats, and it's in a concave shape, so that it's all focused onto the stage. As you can see around the area, we have a lot of landscaping going in. It's all in the palette of the African adventure. And what we used in those areas is live oaks and willow oaks. We have some junipers out there and some flowering perennials to really spruce up that area and give a very nice aesthetic look to it. In addition, as a recommendation from West Orange, we did a rain garden. The rain garden is located near the pathway so that people can go over there and enjoy the rain garden area. There will be signage there that will describe what a rain garden is, the types of plants, and give ideas for people at home. Entering, also the landscaping is a buffer. We're buffering the guests from an access driveway for the trainers. And this will allow the trainers to come through the area and do their daily activities without disturbing the guests. What you'll also see is a drainage swale on the back, and that's to direct the water that's coming off the mountain and take it to its original drainage pattern. Entering to the rear of the facility, you see an animal habitat building. You have an outdoor habitat area. You have the animal run, and then you have the detention basin. The detention basin was designed, or is to be designed, for collecting the new stormwater runoff from the building and the impervious coverage area and detain it. And what that means is it's going to hold back the water and release it at a controlled time limit and allow it to continue down its existing pathway. I would like to tell everyone I appreciate, again, working on this project. And now I would like to introduce Lori Shabarazi. She will describe the architecture.
Good evening. I'm Lori Shabarazi from Comito Architects. I've been a partner there for over 25 years. We've been lucky enough to work on many projects here at the Back Zoo and are very excited about this one for the Conservation Pavilion. We've worked on many other exhibits in this African themed area, so we're really trying to tie the architecture of this exhibit into the other exhibits. We're going to use similar materials to the other exhibits that we've designed there, and also incorporate green elements, green products into this pavilion building. So we've carried over, well, let me start with the exterior. So we have this tiered seating area with the, where the guests will sit to view the presentations on the stage. We have this cantilevered shade structures that will cover the guests, provide shading from the sun on hot summer days. And we have another canopy over the stage which will provide shading for the presenters. The back wall of the stage will have LED video boards that'll make up the back wall of the pavilion stage. The walls of the pavilion will have cultured stone on them, probably a little rugged looking, a little dusty, a little dirty, tying into some of the other exhibits. There's green elements to this building product. Over 50% of cultured stone is made up of recycled content. It also has a very high thermal value to its assembly, which would help reduce energy usage inside the building. At the top of the wall here, we have carved elements which will help reinforce our African theme. There'll be signage carved and African-themed animals and other imagery along the top of the building and along the bottom of the stage wall as well. On the other sides of the building, we'll be using stucco, which is also a green product. It helps resist rot and mildew. It's also a low VOC emitting product. Another green element we'll be using is on the flat roof areas, we'll be designing a cool roof or a white roof. Sometimes you hear it referred to as a white roof or a cool roof. Actually reflects more sun off the plane of the roof. So it's absorbing less heat into the building, which also helps reduce the energy usage in the building. So that'll be in the flat roof areas of the actual building and also the control area, which will be used for the presentation on the stage area. Let's move to the inside. So the building is a simple shape, almost like a Y-shaped, simple plan, which has varying size habitats inside, space for the keepers to walk around and view the indoor habitats. It also has a lot of natural light coming from the roof. We have skylights into each and every habitat. We have connected all the habitats with horizontal shift doors. So from habitat to habitat, animals can move. They can use more than one habitat at a time. The habitats in the back here on the back wall are also connected directly to the exterior activity areas. So those have vertical shift doors on the back wall. Inside the building, we also have a food prep area for the animals. We have a laundry area and some storage space. It's really a simple plan, some mechanical space opening directly to the exterior. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike and Lori. We are now going to open the meeting to public comment. As a reminder, residents who wish to speak must sign the sheet in the lobby.